To the business news now with Giles Beckford, who should be waiting patiently in our Wellington studio. There you are, Giles.
Always patient.
Yes, one sign of life in our studio and more signs of life, you say, in manufacturing.
Yes, we had the monthly survey of the manufacturing sector. We'll get one on the services sector on Monday. It perked up a little bit, and that's not a surprise given the move out of lockdowns. We're coming up to that busy period, of course, where businesses are wanting to produce and get ready for Christmas and summer holidays. Probably the best thing about this survey was that the employment sub-index, which had been deeply negative in contraction, as they call it in the survey, it perked up to the highest level in 7 months. It's actually in expansion territory. And we were talking earlier this week, if you remember, about the green shoots of economic recovery. Perhaps we won't go quite that far in trying to interpret this one number, but we can take some heart that perhaps the process in losing jobs has slowed down, and even some tentative signs that firms in the manufacturing sector at least are hiring again, no doubt tentatively. We've still got to see, of course, the wind down of the wage subsidy, the impact that will have on jobs. And as we all know, employment is one of the lagging indicators. So your economy can be doing quite well and you can still have quite high unemployment. And if you remember yesterday, out of Infometrics, their latest look at the economy, they were saying possibly employment or unemployment going as high as 8%, although I think probably indications are that it may not go as bad as that. But we shouldn't be taking too much out of this, but a little something to grab onto at the end of the week, and certainly something to be watched going ahead in the next 2 to 3 months.
So, Giles, who's the corporate land investor who's moving into farm ownership?
Well, a company called Allied Farmers, which is listed on the stock exchange, it's going to invest in a land management company, and that management company will then invest in a land ownership company. The issue being, or the point of difference being, that it's rural land, it's farmland. The aim is for the land buying, land owning company to then lease it to farmers. Now, of course, the usual ownership model for farm ownership in this country is families, family trusts, perhaps personal businesses. There are some corporate farmers, you might call them, but no real big investment schemes. And this is really picking up a model that is most prevalent in commercial, retail, office space, where you have property management companies. They're listed on the stock exchange, and the aim is to have this management company listed on the stock exchange by the end of the year. Just another little change. One of the motivating factors for them is that they want to be a financing company as well. They want to actually get capital into the industry. They're saying that there are distinct signs that the traditional lending avenues and investment avenues for the agricultural sector to get money are starting to dry up. And that may be, of course, just a sign of the times and a caution amongst lenders about the risky farming sector. So from that point of view, interesting development, one to be watched. They hope to have the new company on the stock exchange by the end of the year.
And Giles, tell us what the market was looking like today.
Well, we had another day where a little bit of reality came back into shares. Top 50 index down 54 points, just under 0.5%, around the 12,400 level. Not to be surprised. And the Kiwi dollar, 65.9 US cents, 93.1 Australian. Would make a point here that don't expect any particular finance market reaction to tomorrow's election result. The markets have already priced in, including overseas investors, have already priced in a significant Labour win, probably with a Green coalition partner.
Thanks, Giles. That's our business editor, Giles Beckford, joining us from our Wellington studio.